another episode of Sports Wit. Sports Wit. Sports Wit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sports Wit. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. We have a lot to talk about today. And today's discussion is about Major League Baseball. If you did not know, spring training started a few weeks ago. The opening season is just weeks away, and my New York Yankees are 12-7. They're 5 games above 500. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to see what my New York Yankees can do this year. We fell short to the Houston Astros last year. Not this year, baby. I'll tell you why. We have acquired last year's home run leader, Giancarlo Stanton, and paired him up with Aaron Judge, who was also one of the leaders in home runs, and Gary Sanchez, who was a finalist during the home run derby last year. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just make this analogy for you right quick. Seeing the New York Yankees play this season, compare it to watching the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry knocking down threes from every shot on the court. Compared to that, no matter where they stand, that's what you're going to think you're watching when you see my New York Yankees hitting home runs left and right. Not to mention we got guys that can field. Not to mention we have an outstanding pitching rotation. I say this religiously, the chase for 28. Because you didn't know, the New York Yankees have the most World Series wins in Major League Baseball. We have 27. And I say we because I believe I am a part of New York Yankees Nation. We have 27. And this year, the chase for 28 is real, and I have them coming out of the American League, going to the World Series. And I'll tell you who they face in a second. Well, let's just cover a few things. They have guys like Didi Gregorius, Sir Didi. We still have guys like Starlin Castro, Brett Gardner, Jacoby Ellsbury, CC Sabathia. Ladies and gentlemen, we're well equipped. The chase for 28 is real. Now, who am I going to mention that the New York Yankees might face in the World Series? Oh, I'll tell you who it's going to be. That's going to be the Chicago Cubs. Ladies and gentlemen, they haven't missed a beat. Now, recently, they signed Darvish. They let Jake Arrieta go, the Cy Young one, they let him go, and he signed with the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, I have a problem with this for a couple of reasons, but the main reason that you should know is because the Cubs let Jake Arrieta go at the age of 32 because he wanted money. He wanted his money that he deserved, and they signed Darvish, who's 31 years old. They signed him for 6 years for $126 million. Are you insane? This does not really strike me as a surprise because this is a Chicago team we're talking about. This is a Chicago franchise team. And for those of you that don't know, Chicago franchises, they do things like this. They sign guys who are 31 years old to a 6-year contract for $126 million, knowing that they're going to have to, at some point, pay guys like Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Contreras, Jason Hayward. You're going to have to sign these guys at some point. But you gave Darvish 6 years, $126 million, when you probably should have done that as well as keep Jake Arrieta. You could have signed them both over a span of 4 years each, maybe even 3 years, to give yourself time to get 2 to 3 more championships at this point because you won one 2 years ago. Give yourself the chance to get 2 championships with 2 aces in your starting pitching rotation. If the Cubs' reason for not signing Jake Arrieta for the money he deserved is because of his age, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to check the stats on this. Darvish comes from the LA Dodgers after leaving the Texas Rangers in the middle of the season. Last year, Darvish played 31 games. He finished with a 10-12 record. He played 15 games with the Texas Rangers, and he played 7 with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He finished with a 3.86 ERA and a whip of 1.163 at the age of 31. Not to mention, he will be 32 during the regular season. He's going to approach 32. He's going to hit 32 during the regular season this year. Then you have Jake Arrieta. Outstanding pitcher. He's been amazing for the Chicago Cubs. 14-10 last year, finished with a 3.53 ERA over the course of 30 games, finished with a whip of 1.218. Now, I'm the Chicago Cubs. I signed both guys. 3 years, 4 years, $75 million each. Everybody's happy. You keep a young core in your infield, in your outfield, and you give yourself the chance to compete for a World Series championship again. Why not? Now, you face a crisis because the National League is no joke. But enough of that. Now we're going to move over to the American League again, because there's another sleeper team in the American League, and I hope everybody hears me very clearly when I say this. The San Francisco Giants are no joke. They're not a joke. The Yankees and the Houston Astros have a serious competitor from the Bay with the San Francisco Giants. Here's why. The San Francisco Giants acquired Andrew McCutchen from the Pittsburgh Pirates. He only has 1 year left on his contract. He's on a 6-year, $51 million contract. He's on his last year. He's in his prime. He's effective. He's a veteran. He's a clubhouse leader. And most importantly, the guy's freakishly athletic. He can take this Giants team to somewhere they haven't been since the year 2014, when they won the World Series. Andrew McCutchen is going to be paired in the outfield with Hunter Pence, who is 34 years old, and also newly acquired Austin Jackson, who's 31 years old. The San Francisco Giants had the worst outfield last year. They were ranked last for their outfield. Now they could very well be ranked top 5, if not top 3, with this outfield core. Not to mention, in the infield, you have Evan Longoria. You have Belt at first base. You have, on the pitching mound, you have Jeff Samardzija. You have Madison Bumgarner, Johnny Cueto. Behind the plate, you got the veteran Buster Posey, who's no scrub and he's used to winning. He has 3 World Series championships with the San Francisco Giants, 2010, 2012, and 2014. And ladies and gentlemen, I must say this. They also have a backup third baseman and first baseman in Pablo Sandoval. Now, I'm not going to let you guys get too ahead of yourselves, and I'm going to help you out with that. Pablo Sandoval, we all know what he's capable of. He's a great backup of Evan Longoria and Belt at first base. But the guy might as well have been living in an igloo the last several years. He's been just that cold. But, like I said, we know he's capable of. So the San Francisco Giants are no joke, and my New York Yankees on that chase for 28, they have a lot to deal with regarding the San Francisco Giants team, regarding the Houston Astros. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be one of the best Major League Baseball seasons yet. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Sports Wit.